Okay, now it is countdown.
And we decided to do it in the backyard. We do not have enough light. We're gonna say that out
No,
loud.
we good. Don't be.
We-
Look, you can see.
We're in the yard.
Look,
you can see what
you can see
just
my
said. Thank you,
caramel face, and you can
girlfriend.
see your chocolate face.
Chocolate and caramel. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Goes together like a Twix. Yeah,
Like a
we're
Twix.
Twix. Anyway, hey, hello, world.
Hello. If you guys are joining us, welcome. I'm. Hold on. You should go first. Since you're
Ladies
the first
first.
part.
Yeah, ladies.
Which is the first part?
I'm Big Bailey, and I am the big in the Big Smiles. She calls me Mr. Biggs affectionately. Not Ron Osley, but I'm the real Mr. Big. So that's all I'm gonna say about myself.
And I am Sarah Smile. So I am Smile behind the operation. And we definitely welcome you guys our conversation. I always say Memphis has the best conversation. I call him Big. But but we have the best conversations, and I always thought that we should have these conversations on live, share with everybody else, get some different opinions. Hey, OG. So if you guys see me looking away, I'm on TikTok on my own phone. If you know me, then you know I'm a TikTok head. So I had to bring my TikTok family on this journey, but we didn't get it. We couldn't get it added onto the streaming service, so I had to do that from my own phone, which is no big deal. With my TikTok family, hey y'all, Facebook, where else is it?
YouTube.
YouTube.
My YouTube. Yeah.
So this is exciting.
First thing is first, anybody who is watching right now, please leave a comment. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Are we good with the technical aspects? Somebody say something. I see we got 4 people on here right now. So somebody say something, please.
TikTok can hear for sure. Y'all tap the screen. If y'all can hear, y'all just tap the screen over there.
We want to get them hearts. Trying to get them hearts.
Yeah, we got to get our engagement up. Y'all tap the screen. I got my people in here. They're gonna tap the screen. Share the live as well. If you were here, share the live. Thank you so much, OG, for tapping the screen. I know.
Okay, ain't nobody leaving no comments. I'll see how y'all doing. That's all right. That's okay.
Yeah, let us know you can hear us, I guess.
That's okay.
I guess we will do this all in hopes that you can hear us, and then we'll go back and listen and then figure out it was all mute. No,
let me go to the stream. Hold on 1 second. Bear with us. When people say bear with us and they don't even have a bear with them?
I mean, that's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Or they're not even there. If you want me to bear with you, why are you not there?
Wait a minute.
You gotta go first.
Wait a minute. Oh, somebody. Okay, Kawana said, "I see you and hear you both." Thank you, Kawana.
Thank you so much, Kawana. Eventually, we'll start doing giveaways too to our people who are faithful and who are interactive in the mission. So yeah, so Billy has the most going on. Big
Do I though?
he has the most going on in life. Like as far as things that you can actually go out and support, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell the people a little bit about Big Bailey. Because he's like a really big deal in the community.
Oh, aren't you sweet? So I don't really. Well, the main thing that I have going right now is open mic feature, mainly catered to spoken word poetry show. And it is at the Aiken County Public Library every third Thursday. And it starts at 5:30, and the feature goes on at 6. We've been doing that for 2 years now. We're going pretty strong. We always do a nice celebration. We're going to do a poetry contest for Poetry Month in April. Again, we had a poetry contest this year. We're going to do it again next year. We're going to run it back. I'm hosting that with my partner, Sarah's best friend, Miss Kathy B. Look.
Okay.
No,
Let's go. Since you already started.
No.
When I say he already started, y'all.
Kathy probably watching. She probably watching too. She
Kathy,
said,
I hope you are watching. Let me tell you, you guys. So we really wanted to talk about like relationships because we were really working on, combining or making our lives make sense together. That's something that Bailey and I have been working on. So we've been actively dating, actively learning about each other, our wants, our needs, our concerns, our do's, our don'ts, just things that we need to be okay. And I've always told him that we've had, like, this has been the most healthiest start to a relationship I've ever had. So it's really been just a journey, right? The journey to BiggSmiles has been an interesting one. I'm probably about to drive him crazy most of the time. And there are times that he's about to drive me crazy as well, if I be honest.
Nope, never. Nope.
Why
you lying to people now? It's nothing but sunshine and rainbows for me.
Right. So Billy is somebody who likes to talk about everything. Like when I say, they say men don't tell you about their feelings. Men don't let out how they really feel. Not Big, not this guy. That's not his testimony. He wants to talk it all out, and I'm grateful because I've learned so much about what he needs to be okay. Just ways that he likes to communicate and doesn't like to communicate. But anyway, so we're gonna bring it back to what he was saying about his good friend, my good friend, about Kathy. So I want to ask you guys, everybody that's here, we got some people on TikTok, we got some people on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you guys are. And if you come in and watch this later, I just want you to drop it in the chat. Men and women, do you agree with friendship of the opposite sex?
Oh my goodness!
Especially
that's where we go. We coming in hot.
You started it. It was not gonna be this way, but Bailey started it. Do you guys believe in friends? And I'm not gonna even say necessarily of the opposite sex, because I believe that's a thing, right? People can be friends with friends, platonic friends. No, I have friends. I'm not gonna. There are people I know. I'm a very friendly person.
She just don't call them friends.
I love words, but I love my people, And so at the end of the day, there are people in my life, but not as present as Bailey here. Mr. Big has tons of friends. However, we also have friends that we have been in relationships with and situationships with. So what do you guys think about that? Like, how do you, because in a moment, are you going back and forth to Facebook? Thank you so much for being on both. I appreciate you. So this said, as long as you all know each other, that's a good one. I like that. So as long as the friend knows the significant other.
That part. So I would like my friends to be her friends and her friends to be my friends. But this one, she's not on board with that, just to say the least.
So this is my thing. I don't want to be in somebody's face by smiling and laughing and being fake. I'm not interested in that type of interaction with anybody. If it's people that he's actually being intimate with, I don't know that I just don't. It's not a I've been in a space that way before and it felt really awkward. And what I do know is that people will smile in your face. You know what I mean? And maybe kick in your face, and then it's like, oh no, they trying to they they got a hidden agenda, and so I'm just not interested in that type of interaction.
This is what we call a trauma response. That's what we call
It's
that
not
from our history of being involved with somebody who just has a friend. They haven't just been a friend. They've been lying about it. That's the thing. That's the caveat. Hold on. Wait. Pause that for a second. We have a couple comments about that question that you asked.
Okay, depends on
Brother
what.
Trav says it depends on what is considered friendship or what the friendship consists of. Yeah,
That's a good one, brother.
I can dig that.
That's a good one.
Because you can't be dating and in like intimate situations with somebody that's just your friend. Like you don't need to be. But see, it's a thin line, I guess.
It's a thin line.
But listen, my big thing about this whole discussion the way I fall on is that just because we have dated before, like you don't have to worry about them. Like I don't want them, they don't want, they might want me, but there's no line that's gonna be crossed. But at that same token, if you're gonna worry about them, you got to worry about everybody in the world. The people that really want me, I ain't never had. That's what I'm saying.
So, he said it's a trauma response. So I will give you guys a little backstory on it, like the history that he's talking about. Like my ex did have a friend that I actually talked to. We video chatted. She was just like having a conversation with me. They were just friends. And during the conversation, I've talked to her a few times and she's like telling him, oh, don't mess this up. You got a good woman. Don't mess it up. Blah, blah, blah. So she's having this type of conversation with him. And next thing I know, like maybe a couple months later, I found pictures of her private that she sent to him, his private that he sent to her. So this lady who's been peeking and smiling in my face, come to find out they had a little, and so, but I don't think that my response comes from trauma. Because I feel like I've always felt this way. Now, I gave it that opportunity because when he came into the relationship, he said, hey, I have this friend. I want to introduce you guys. And I was cool with being introduced to his friend. But at the point, okay, so now they did cross the line and that was too much. But my response, I don't feel like it's bad happened in that instance, but that's not why I feel how I feel.
I got you. So what another thing I was gonna say? Got a couple comments I'm gonna get to in a second. I will get to y'all comments. How do I say this?
Give me some comments.
The thing for me that was kind of a point of contention was that you told me some conversations you've had with some people of the opposite sex and you said they're not my friends, but you're having pretty personal conversations that's friendly to me. I have no problem with the conversation. I'm just saying, you say I don't have guy friends, but you do. You got guy friends, and that's okay. I don't have a problem with it, but you just don't use the word friend. That's the thing. But you converse with them. Y'all talk about relationship stuff. Like that's not a friend to you. That's not a friend.
But my thing is, like, with my friends, I want to hang out. I want to do stuff. Like, I feel like am I somebody who don't mind giving encouragement, motivation? Like, if somebody got something going on in their life, I will allow them to open up and have conversations with me. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I feel like that they're my friend. And that's one of the things. Biggs is a very sweet and kind guy. So his definition of friend, or the version of friend that he offers, is so large. He doesn't have the name Big for no reason. Like, Big his heart is big. So he does have all these friends and so he dwindles them down sometimes. But for the most part, it's just like I just because I had a conversation with you, and I don't necessarily consider you my friend.
Yeah. So in that sense, she uses the word friend very tight and more serious than I use the word friend. Like, I consider all y'all watching this right now, y'all my friends. We Facebook friends. It's the word friend. It's in Facebook. We friends. Like, I use that word very loosely, and I wanted her to really have understanding that when I call people my friend, it don't mean the same way she called people her friends. So I had to make that distinction for her. Like, I'm very loose with that word, you know. And
Loosey goosey.
But let me go to these couple comments that we had. Let's see. All right, Brother Trav again said, I don't see eye to eye with my brother's perspective. Of course,
Come on,
he
Brother
talking.
Trav. Because I know him. My sister got it tight, clink, clink over there. I know that they don't play over there.
I know everybody gonna be on my. Oh, they're gonna be on your side on this. And let me see what
I love it.
Mr. Pompey says. I agree, Miss Smiles. I ain't befriending anyone you smash. Oh my goodness!
I'm not befriending anyone you smash. Come on.
Look, okay. Pompey says the main problem is the difference between how men are friends and how women are friends. We operate totally different. Now, I wonder if you could expound on that. But go ahead.
We did have this conversation too,
Yes,
because you did say that guys be waiting to smash.
Yes, exactly.
You did say that. He did tell me that guys, they just waiting for their turn.
And it has been proven recently, hasn't it?
It has been proven recently. Right, Yola. Yola said, I agree. Not everyone I speak to is my friend. Right. So. Yeah. So, but with Biggs, I promise you, he will give you the shirt off your butt. You say, hey, he like y'all friends, and he will do whatever for you. Yeah. So, but I'm grateful. I love the fact that he has a big heart, and so that's one of the main reasons I am like attracted to him, because he is so much like me in certain ways. But again, like they say, I wouldn't be friends with nobody you smash. That is so weird. Like, I
mean, I get it. I get it.
Okay, we got someone.
Let me see what else we got. Cerise says she can't stay long heading out for dinner, but wanted to come in and support y'all and y'all for the club. Thank you, Cerise.
Thank you, Cerise.
Cerise is a long-time friend of mine. I never met her in person before, but I consider her a friend. We've had some really great conversations before, and she helped me through some things.
That's awesome.
But we never met in person.
I appreciate you.
Cerise is a great supporter.
She did not send you any pictures of her private.
Ma'am, no, she hasn't.
She hasn't. Cerise, thank you.
She think every woman I talk to, I done seen her private parts, and that just ain't true.
But is it not like
what?
The list of people?
What?
It's kind of extensive.
What you trying to say? No, say what you saying, man. No, say it.
It is an interesting list of people that have seen private parts. But
This show is rated PG-13. We're not getting into
not
rated R.
He definitely is not. I put 18 or older on my thing. I don't know what you put on yours.
I mean, it's not 18.
That's right. Cerise said, "Friend is a very serious word. Everyone is not my friend. It's intimate to me." I love that. That's what I'm talking about, girl. You gotta keep that thing tight. When it starts getting loosey goosey, and Sharice also said, if someone is my friend, for me, that means I can trust you with my insides, my intimate self. Everyone does not deserve access, that access and privilege. That is so right. Exactly. You got to be able to be, hey, mom, my mama here, y'all.
Your mama.
But, y'all, that's it. You have to be with, like, those are people you can be vulnerable with. You can give them information, and you don't have to ever worry about hearing about it in the street again. Yeah, but honestly, in life, I found that there are people who don't have a friend, who might need somebody. You might be that person that they connect with and reach out to, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're your friend, just because they are divulging information about their lives or situation. So I'm open to that. That's how I am. Like, I found myself to be a friendly person.
There you go.
And so naturally, because I am friendly, naturally people gravitate towards me, and the conversations may get a little deep, may get a little spiritual, may get a little, because people need help. So that's the world. So I get it. I get it, but I am very, very selective about who I call friends. And that right there, Zinda, Sabrina, That's my friend. So
Your friend.
she my friend. Like Zen is my friend. Like I consider her a friend. Like that's what I'm saying. There are certain people and places that you have to put in your, keep it in perspective, right? So I'm grateful
All
for
right.
people in my life.
So, what the Trav again? I have about 3 friends total.
Come on, Trav. Don't sit up.
Trav, hold up, Trav. I hope I'm one of them. I hope I'm one of them 3, Trav. Come on, man. Hold up now.
That's what I'm saying. If you
I
got
need
a
to
phone
know.
or friend, you got it. You can't.
I need to know if I'm
On
one of
Who
these
Wants to Be
friends.
a
I'm feeling
Millionaire?
that
When
way.
you had to phone a friend, you didn't. It wasn't a whole bunch. You
Nah.
had to,
Well,
you had to get to that
but
person.
they had like 3 different people to choose from, though. I
Right.
think, right? That's a tell them 3 people, right?
Right. They had some people like
Yeah.
but they knew who they had their people that they could put down. They would just with everybody.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Pompey. I appreciate
That's
you.
why I say I use the word very loosely. You know,
So my mama
that's why I
said.
get that.
So my mama said all my exes get on my nerves.
I love your mother.
Get your mom.
What she said?
She said all my exes always got along. We were always friends without the benefit.
Yes, without the benefit.
So yeah, I mean, and I know there's a way to do that. It's and then with all your exes, you had kids though, ma'am. So that's another thing. That's a whole nother dynamic.
Yeah, nah, we ain't gonna even get into that. That's a whole other show. That's
complicated.
That's a whole other show. We're gonna leave that alone.
When I tell you this thing right here is complicated. Okay,
No,
but
it's
it is
simple.
worth it. It's not simple. It's complicated. Everybody on here would be so baffled by the complications that this man comes with. But I'm grateful because we've been on the journey to understanding, and things like that. And this is that part. My insides, vulnerability. Oh, that part. My insides, vulnerability, and intimacy is not given
or shared with everyone. Mm-hmm. I'll give that to my family and friends. Everyone is not invited to the cookout.
Okay, because they be giving out them invites to freely sometimes. You be like, okay, now what are the prerequisites for the people to be invited to the cookout?
I want to take a pause for the calls right quick. Y'all make sure y'all share this live, invite your friend, tell a friend, and subscribe to the BiggSmiles page, all that good stuff. I'll get the PSA out the way now. You can keep going.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Mama told me I invite all of them. My mama can have, like, let me tell you, my daddy wife love my mama dressing. So, baby, if it's Thanksgiving, she want my mama to cook the dressing.
Oh, that's right. It can happen. You can get along.
It can definitely happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, but again, I'm grateful because my parents, and that's what I told you, like, my parents, my mom and dad have never, like, I'm not gonna say never been together. They were obviously together at some point in my life, but as I remember as a child growing up, my parents were never in a relationship. Like, that's just never been a part of my life. But they went through their little back and forth ups and downs when I was young. And then once they came to an agreement, I just know that I haven't had to choose. I can have things. I can have my mama, daddy. I can have my Thanksgiving at my daddy house and my mama come, or vice versa. Have Thanksgiving at my mama house and my daddy and his wife come, or have Thanksgiving at my house and they all gonna come. And there's no beef, there's no hard feelings, no bad blood. And so I'm grateful for that type of relationship. And I think it's necessary for us as grown-ups to be able to have those types of relationships, because kids thrive better when they have both parents. Of course, we know that. And so we should be able to be grown-ups about that when we have that type. But not if you don't have that type of connection. Now you ain't got no kids together and she just want to hang out with you. I can't see it. But again, I digress.
Hold on. No, we got a couple more comments about this before we move on. We may not talk every day, but we value each other and we know at any time I'm here. That's your friend.
Exactly. That's Zen. That's what I'm talking about, Zen. Love you, girl.
Pompey says, if you can't call that woman to come cook for you or loan you some money when you ask, she's not your friend, fellas. Well, actually,
let her come cook for you.
I mean, you gonna cook for me, right? That's what you gonna do. What you saying?
At some point.
Hold up. That what I want to. How many times have I cooked? You had my cooking. How many times? Can you count?
Can you count? Biggs, you like to cook though. That's different.
No,
gotta bring that into.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
no, we.
You have to change the conversation.
You started on me. You started on me. I'm gonna start
If
on
you
you.
know Sarah, thank you guys so much for the gifts over here on TikTok. I appreciate you guys for being here. Y'all please tap the screen. If you in here hanging out, we got 3.4K likes. I appreciate you guys. Just tap that screen, hang in here with me, share the live. But yeah, so I don't like to cook. Anybody, my mom will tell you that's something that she fusses at me about. I'm just not that person. So backstory on me, if you don't know me, my first marriage was, me and my husband was together for over 20 years. He passed away randomly, but he was the cook of our family. He cooked. And then even in my next marriage, my second marriage, that didn't last that long, a couple months. But anyway, he cooked. He was from the islands. He loved to cook. So I've not been the person that cooks. I'm just not that girl. But Camille likes to cook, and he'll bring me a plate every now and then, and I'm grateful.
Pause. What makes you think I like to cook? I do it because I have to, and it's cheaper than eating out.
Oh,
I never really like to cook per se. That ain't really my thing.
Well,
and that's part of my point is that it's something that I would appreciate. It's not necessarily something you like, but it's not nothing against your morals or. But so we talked about us going outside of our comfort zones before. What we used to, I should say.
Like,
I'm not trying to be down on you or something. I'm just saying, like you talk about it as if it's so far fetched or something.
I don't talk about it as it's far fetched. This is not something.
Not what you use.
But I have grown children, so because I have grown children, they be cooking and stuff, and I work till 8 o'clock, so typically things are already done by the time I get off. But I have a lot of excuses. But I mean, bottom line is I'm gonna eventually cook for my guy.
Y'all know the 2 ways to keep a man. What's the old 2 ways? Somebody said in the comments. What's the 2 ways to keep a man? You remember this? Don't you say it? Let somebody else say it. I want to know somebody's gonna say this.
My mama said, you can cook, you just don't. Exactly. My mama just had me my peas and rice. Oh yeah, I made peas and rice with some smoked pig tails yesterday. And I made some whole cakes.
Whole cake? What's a whole cake?
I mean, the whole gotta make cake. They was making cakes back then. I don't know. That's my. The whole
every day we stray further and further away.
Y'all know why? Anybody want to tell me why they call it whole cakes? I don't know. I felt bad because I said it, and my daughter, her boyfriend, looked kind of funny too. But I said it, and I was like, that's all I know. I'm from the hood, that's what we call it in the hoods when you fry cornbread up. But okay.
Okay, so Cherie says I love to cook. I cook for everybody. LOL, partially because I can't eat everybody's food. All right.
So yours is a control thing. That's okay, Cherie.
Control.
That's okay.
All right. I'm that guy. I'm the chef of the relationship. My dad is that in my parents' house too. So Trav says he's that guy.
Look, you like to cook.
You like to cook, yeah. Pompey said talk that talk, Bailey. I don't know what he referred to, but probably about the cooking. Let's see. Oh, wait, exactly. That's what we talking about. Google has recipes. Cook for that man.
Well,
I'm going to find the pause button for that.
Pompey, I did not say I cannot cook. That's not what I said, sir. I said I do not cook. That's different.
Oh, Lord.
I just don't cook.
I don't know if I can display this comment because it has explicit language. Yeah, she did cook yesterday. I will say that.
And he told me he don't even eat what I cook. So
I mean, it's
see what I'm saying? He said I'm appreciated. Does that show appreciation? Yeah, I don't know. I'm appreciated. All right. Thank y'all.
Sensitive viewers, cover your eyes for this comment. The 2 ways to keep a man.
Well,
you heard that before.
Well, if you would like to know,
I say keep it. I say it more a little different. Keep the stomach full and the nuts empty. That's the way I say it.
Well, about that, another conversation for another day.
Okay, all right. Cerise says there's 3. Cook. Guess you mean cook for him, sex him good, and shut up sometimes. See, I don't have that problem with Sarah.
You're our talker.
But yeah, that's what I appreciate about you.
Yeah, mama said good food, good loving.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody know this. Everybody know this. It's a common thing.
Everybody said it. That's okay.
So, wait. She not sure. Sharice said something else. Hold on. Let me see what she said.
Yeah, so it's right there. TikTok, what y'all got going on? Y'all tapping the screen. Everybody tapping the screen. I gotta put give me a second. Let me put my phone on this charger, baby, because I don't want to lose y'all. Thank you so much for tapping the screen.
So, what was I just about to say?
Y'all say I look good. My TikTok family say I'm looking good.
Of course, you always look good. Might have to end this live early. Talking like that. Looking good, smelling good. I bet you taste good too.
See what I'm saying?
What?
I'm gonna get you off on a tangent.
I just want to give me a taste.
No, we are in the live. Go away. But y'all keeping me in your prayers. She don't do it.
See how she do me? She just deny me of affection. I swear.
Never. So that's not a thing.
Anyway, so
another comment.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Brother Charles said I'm gonna have to borrow your topic on my next Heat Gym social session. Great talk.
Sometimes I think, oftentimes I think like conversations like these be taboo, right? Because nobody wants to feel like somebody's cheating on them, or do you want to have to hide something from your significant other, right?
Yeah,
you should be able to have open and honest conversations.
Open and transparent. Two different things.
Yeah, so we learned about that as well. We learned about transparency
versus honesty.
Oh, thank you, Kelly. Kelly said, honestly, you are one of the most beautiful ladies on this app. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
If you want brownie points, that's what I'm talking about. You just got some. But anyway, but yeah, so we did have a conversation about transparency and telling the truth or being honest. And that was really enlightening for me to know. Would you like to explain to the people what you explained to me?
So pause for a second. I'm gonna get back to that. I just want to finish this comment. Pompey said, I want you to see this. You read that one.
Now you see, you can't ask her to cook and not eat it. Laugh out loud. You're supposed to lie and say it's good. Exactly.
You want me to lie, sir?
Eating it up.
Look, well, the first thing I cooked for you was some chicken legs, and you ain't tell me you don't normally eat dark meat. You ate them legs up.
I didn't eat those legs.
You didn't eat them legs. No. You didn't tell me that.
My mama was like, I'm not finna,
hold up.
That's what I get it from my mama. But yeah, mama.
Wow. You think you know a person.
My mama was saying, I'm eat a dog meat. I'm sorry.
Wow.
But I do love you.
Now you get off me. Patronize.
It's not.
Why you want to try to hug on me now?
Don't try to hug me now.
No, you know what?
Keep it where we was keeping it.
Sure.
White all the time.
All right, let's see. She talking about a whole other conversation. Some ain't worthy.
Another conversation.
I'm not sure what she's referring to at the time. That was a little while ago. Let's see. Now he's gonna have to wait another 6 months.
See what I'm saying? This month.
What are you talking about?
You see what I'm saying? For another meal.
Oh yeah. I'm slow. What Pompey said? Gonna have to learn how to get what he wants. Oh Lord, here we go. We ain't getting on that. Look at Pompey. Hold up. Oh, here you go. See, she lied to you. You better catch up, bro. You down. No. God, no. I got a lot of her about her cooking. Okay. I'm gonna say I ate it and give it to the dog. Hey, Sky, come here, Sky. Sky can't. She can't get up here.
No.
We have a child out here. I would pick her up, but she's shedding profusely. We're gonna introduce her at some point, but not right.
I'm gonna say hi to the people. Say hi
to TikTok. All right. So what we got? Oh, so the difference between transparency and honesty. The difference between transparency and honesty. It's a huge difference. So honesty is just simply like, I don't know, if you ask me, do I like the food you cook, and I say yes, even though I hated it, that's a lie. That's not honest. That's dishonesty. The difference is that if you could ask the question like, so hey, I noticed that I don't know, let's see. What did you do last night? Are you like, I went out to the bar, I went out to the club and listen to the music? That's honesty. That's the truth. The difference is if you're being transparent, you're gonna say before the fact, hey, I went out with the girls last night before I even ask you. It's being upfront and forward about information before you ask. That's being transparent. That's the best way I can say it. Anybody else explain it better?
Well, yeah, and that was profound for me because I guess I never even thought about like transparent versus honesty. I really kind of put them in the same boat, but that is good though. Like if you transparency is a type of honesty, but it's an upfront honesty versus
it's proactive versus retroactive, pretty much.
Always be honest. When you're transparent. Now that's good. I mean, because there are some things you may not always, and there are things you don't want to share with your partner. And
I run my mouth too much.
As we are learning and growing, that is a part of Tamil. Tamil does. He says a lot of things, and oftentimes I appreciate the things that he says, but you know, when you, especially when you are in rooms with people that have said certain things, and it kind of make you look at them side eye. I'm just like, that helper said what? but I'm okay
because I don't want you to discover nothing on the back end, and you feel like I tried to hide something. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah, and I appreciate your transparency, Tamil. I'm never gonna complain about it. It is, but again, there are things sometimes that I feel like, you know, the oversharer. Like, it's like I'm about to poop and we're on the phone. I just went all day. I didn't have to know that he was about to poop, but he's gonna make sure that I understand that he is in the bathroom.
She don't want to talk while she's pooping.
Exactly. I don't.
Oh goodness, this conversation is turning shit now. What was gonna happen? I knew it was gonna happen. Oh Lord, they finna come back here again. Anyway, I'm cussing. I ain't supposed to be cussing.
You're not supposed to be cussing.
I said it was. Well, no. You can say how many? You can say a few cuss words with PG-13. You get one F-bomb, I think. Anyway, I'm tripping.
But Mama says, if you trust your mate, you don't need to be transparent. Just trust them. Believe them in their honesty. And yeah. I mean, the thing about honesty, I mean, of course, I would trust him, and whatever he says, I'll believe what he says. I'm not that person to not believe. I do. The grandma duties. Say hi to everybody. He just came back from trick or treat. Trick or treat. So you gotta go back in the house with me. Hi. Thank you. I love you.
All right, we'll see you later. Where is Scott? Where's here?
Out again.
Oh Lord.
But yeah. So we are working. We're working on your man had to come outside and see what we were doing because he is too nosy not to. But that's our conversations. Like, we are growing together, though. We are learning a lot about each other, learning a lot about the way he wants to be loved versus the way that I want to be loved. Some things don't need to be said. Things, Pompey, they just need to be done.
I'm with that. Actions speak so much louder than words.
I think that's where we are now. Like, we are really, like, we put in the work. We're putting in the work, right? We're putting in the work. So that on the front end, like, we are building a foundation. Is the main. I think the main place we are now is just really, really getting this foundation down pat. That's.
I know they heard that.
As grown up, what are they doing?
Transparency isn't just about what you do; it also includes how you feel about things. What you see. Well, I think I know what he's saying. I think. What do you think about what he said?
Transparency isn't just about what you do; it's how you feel about things.
I guess, making those feelings known and making what you see known. Is that what you say? I don't know. Pompey. There she go. Pompey. Him and I definitely consider Pompey a friend.
Yeah.
And he never seen my private parts.
That's
so
good.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Okay.
I couldn't help it.
Thanks.
No. I'm tripping. Anyway.
But you didn't get that same disclosure about Brother Trout. So
oh wow. Well, he never said I was one of his 3 friends, so I don't even know if I'm in the number with him.
I'm just saying.
Okay, Puppy said, yeah, that's what he mean. What I said, yeah, just being, yeah, of course, yeah. I get you on that. Oh, we got my man Change in the building. Peace, family. He is he is part of the poetry family. Very, very, very prolific poet in his day. We're gonna get him out of retirement at some point.
Okay.
And we're gonna get Sarah on the open mic again too, with her poetry.
That.
She has written me such touching poetry. We're gonna share it on some show. We're gonna have a poetry show that we done wrote for each other. We gotta share that at some point.
Maybe we could do that at some point.
Yeah.
Have a poetry night.
Look what they said.
Right, perfect. Right. What are you talking about? That said some of the funniest things. We're always laughing.
We got my man Drizzy in the building.
Hey, Drizzy.
Drizzy he's a man. This dude, I'm talking about, when he talking about art, this man, I done seen him paint up. So you ever seen him be paint upside down before, then they turn it over and it's a whole portrait or something? It always amazes me. And he called himself the plant daddy. He is a, what is it they call it? Horticulturist, I think is the word. Horti, something like that. And he is also an executive producer. He says we have a new Heavy Lies the Head coming soon. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm more of a writer. Mom says she's more of a writer.
Your mama right?
Yeah, she does.
Mama, you gotta share some stuff. Your mama holding back now. See, I thought we was cool. You learn something new every day. Trying to. We already friends. Let me ask her if she consider me a friend. Let me see what she got to say.
No, I can't really like that.
Your mama like me better than she like you. What you talking about? Puppy said, hold it.
My goodness.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know if that's the right word or not. But
she said absolutely. She said absolutely about the friend.
Oh, really? Oh, that's sweet.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Drizzy in the house. Lord, wait a minute. Pompey, you cutting up now. Hold on.
No.
Wait, but then he said whore. Hello.
Oh,
wait. Horticulture. Is that the right word though? Do you know?
It would be whore.
Is it a horticulture? Is that what it is?
No, it's a whore. It's over the 8.
It's whore. It is whore in there. It ain't hoe.
It's horticulture.
Drizzy, is that the right word?
That's the original conversation.
Okay, yeah. What even was the original conversation? We were talking about honesty and transparency.
Yeah, we were talking about honesty and transparency. But yeah, and also I'm talking about like the foundational work, like to start a relationship. Like that's where we are in this moment. We are doing foundational work. So I'm glad you guys are here along for the journey. You guys are at the ground level.
Yeah, the ground. We in the basement. We below the ground right now. Technically, we still in the basement.
God, here we go. But
we were at the ground level. Then we kind of went subterranean.
You guys are getting in this thing at the ground level. And building a strong foundation.
We had to dig up.
Because we really went we're going in a different direction. And I think we just needed a bigger foundation to build because you have to get like the bigger the foundation, the deeper the foundation, the bigger the building that can go on that foundation. So we have to also keep that in mind as we grow, that sometimes it has to be a lot of digging, a lot of drilling. As I'm on my own journey, I'm on my own journey of healing, of just being more happy, healthy, and whole. Like, and that's my tagline. Like, anytime when I work out, the things that I'm working on in life, like I always want to make sure in every area, because sometimes you can like think like there's not a just period. There are commas, there are semicolons. There are,
parentheses.
Yeah, so you might be
ellipses.
You feel like you've healed and you're healthy and you're whole in one area, and then another area come up and you're like, oh man, I that one stings. So it's the journey.
The triggers. As we know, we should lean into our triggers and not avoid them, because it's a sign of something that needs to be healed and worked
on. That's it.
I will say that Sarah has been with me. Like I told her, this year has been, I went through the worst year in my life, the lowest I ever been. And I mean, some of you know on here, some of you may not, that I lost my mind, like literally. I had a mental breakdown, and she was there throughout the whole thing. I always commend her that she didn't abandon me like she really could have. She could have just let the chips fall where they could have, and just say, well, I can't deal with this, because it's a lot. It is a lot, and I know it is, and I appreciate her for that. And I know we're gonna do a lot together, and we still learning each other every day and what we need to be happy, healthy, and whole. But mental health is a very serious thing, people. I just want to get that PSA. Talk to somebody, see a counselor, see a therapist. If you need medication, I need medication. A lot of people don't believe in that. Especially Black people don't believe in medication for mental health. It's so wild. But anyway, I want to pause on that. Let me get back some of these comments. Hold on. Okay, Drizzy says, yes, heavy lives ahead. Get ready, because you're going to be on it. Woo, woo. That's right. All right.
For sure.
Okay, Pompey said horticulture. Yeah, that's what I thought. What's going on, Sarah? All right. Drizzy said, chill, bro. All right. Pompey says, the communication y'all have right now is setting y'all up for success. Well, thank you, Mr. Pompey, sir.
That's it. That's definitely it.
Yeah.
That's important. And as much as I say that Big talks a lot, I appreciate it.
There's a lot going on in your house. Oh, no, that's next door.
That might be our dog.
Is that Sky? Don't be doing that.
Our dog does never bark.
Sound like it's coming from over there, though.
It's our dog.
Lord bless it.
She never
check on her. All right, let's see what we have. Pompey, you must destroy to build. Got to break ground to construct something new. That's right. That's right. Amen, brother.
I love it.
Amen.
And that's the thing. I think sometimes we jump into situations and we not fully healed. We're not fully understanding what the situation is. Because I can say that in the beginning, like when Biggs first told me that he was really interested in me, that was like an interesting time, and I was like excited. And I think it was like you talking
about the first time or the beginning, recently, like back in, what was it, 2020?
No, not that.
You mean like last year?
Not the crash and burn time. I got to tell y'all about that. So that's another story for another day.
So you talking about last year?
I'm talking about this year.
Well, it
was the beginning of this year.
Well, yeah. We went out a couple times, but it wasn't necessarily.
Yeah, and I didn't think we were going out. I didn't even know we were going
just hanging out as friends.
Right, we were just hanging out as friends, and he was trying to touch my boob.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
But anyway, no, seriously. So in the beginning, it was the beginning of the year, and I think it was like coming up to Valentine's Day. It was like we was kind of swirled in the love season, and it was like all the things were happening. And I really think we kind of rushed into a situation. Now, I ain't gonna even say rushed, because we kind of been friends off and on. Well, not really even off and on. We've been consistently friends. Like, I knew what he was doing. I was at some of the events around the town, but which still leads me to a lot of we back at the friends that now he dating his friend. But anyway, so but back then I don't think we got into depth, like the depth that we needed to get to be successful. So I'm just grateful that he has been willing to be open and honest, because like he just said, especially the mental health component, because I've never dated anyone or been around anyone. And I think that Gucci Mane, is it Gucci Mane?
Gucci Mane, yeah.
And I forget his wife's name. Is it Keisha? But anyway, he had sent me that clip about her and how she shields him when he's going through his episodes, and how he is, how he allows her access to his life. And that's what I was telling to Mel, like when he was going through his own, situations, that we were new in the relationship. So I didn't know. I knew something was wrong. I just didn't know what it was. I couldn't put my finger on exactly what it was. I knew something was off. His communication was off because, again, he loves to talk. And when I was asking questions, the answers he was giving was off. So I knew something was off, but I just didn't know what it was. And so, but in the article that we sent about, I'm Gucci them, because I can remember
Gucci Mane, not man, but Mane.
About those people. The information that the stuff that they shared and how she shut down his social media when he knew he was talking. She started.
I think they recognize the signs before they come.
I don't want to say talking crazy, but I guess it's kind of. I mean, like he was. The certain moves he would start making, she would recognize those moves as him starting to spiral, and she's able to shut it down before it goes too far, because he was saying how much money he's giving away, how much jewelry he's giving away, how people have benefited off of him basically losing his mind, because those are things that he would do when he loses his mind. He would give away everything, and nothing means anything to him. And so he unfriended his friends and all of this stuff. But again, so I talked about him, like, even in those moments, like, now that I guess I understand it somewhat, not fully, because it's still a journey, which, we pray that he never has to go back down a road like that again.
And won't.
But if that is the case, then also, him trusting me enough to know that I got his back. And that's important to me. Like, and that was like that's what I got out of it, being on the other side, being a person that's watching it. Will your person who goes through these seasons in their life, will they be able to trust you? Are you that person to stand up and say, hey, you can trust me with this? You can trust me with going through this thing and allowing me to see it. And that's intimacy. That's a part of intimacy. Let me see inside it. Let me see into you, into your situation. And know that I'm not gonna run. I'm not here to run. I'm not here to judge. But yeah, so it's definitely a journey. It's a part of our journey. Because like I said, this man is when I say complicated, he put our relationship status on Facebook as complicated, but I'm not complicated.
What? Really now. We ain't gonna get into your people.
Oh, here we go. My people. I have no people.
Your
like,
person.
No person.
Your ex-person.
It's not somebody. But yeah, so mental health is anyway. That's because you talk about some fictional things that are not even relevant.
We're both complicated.
But again, but yeah. So I think it's a stigma in our community because of the way that it's been handled by our forefathers, our grandparents.
Forefathers?
Yeah, our grandparents.
I thought we only have one father. How do we get four fathers?
Well,
or like a grandfather, that's two fathers. Then a great grandfather. Oh, okay, that's
my
four.
FOR.
Huh? Four.
Not FUR. Shut up, bitch. You always got some funny stuff. But anyway, but just by how the stigma, when people don't understand something, they don't. Sometimes they don't even try to understand it. They put a label on it. Oh, he's just crazy. No,
crazy for feeling.
It's a little bit more complicated than that. It's a little bit more because they don't want to put in the work to understand it. And I'm just grateful that you were even willing to, get on, go into treatment, get on, advocate for yourself and get the meds right. And, that's a big deal when people are dealing with stuff like that, because you see people walk around every day that are not in their right mind because they will not. Just try to figure it out. It's a journey. Because the first medicine might not work, and this might not work. You might need this plus this, and but just being willing to do the work, it's a big deal. It's a big deal, and being transparent. He wrote an amazing poem about mental health. And about his experience when he did have his breakdown. He wrote a really amazing poem about that. And because he doesn't mind sharing his journey.
But that was the first time of my 42 years that I publicly publicly pronounced my exact and my mental illness and talked about it openly. I never talked about that before this year. I don't know what gave me the courage and strength this year, but I would like to say it had something to do with you. But yeah, I never publicly talked about it before, and I performed that poem in front of an audience and posted it online, so it's definitely public now.
Well, I'm so proud of him. I'm definitely proud of him and the strides that he's made to, just bounce back from that. Because some people, you just the shame and the embarrassment of it, because his was a very public. Not public. I don't want to say public, but it was tons of people around.
Yeah.
When he was having his the worst part, when he was at the worst part of it, and it wasn't even his inner circle, necessarily.
Well, see, that's what I was about to say. Thank God there were people who had that kind of experience and knew how to get me some help, because I could have been wandering. It happened in Atlanta, Georgia. I could have been wandering the streets of Atlanta right now and just lost if it wasn't for the Westmore Drive family. I have to give them a shout out. And Abyss and Georgia Me and Cha Martin and Teresa the Songbird. Who else was there that night? It was Red Storm. A lot of people, because I was down there for the Tamika Fest. Shouts out to Georgia Me again. And so I had this whole psychosis episode. I thought I was Jesus. I was walking in the streets thinking I was saving people, saving myself, thinking I'm walking on water. Like it got so far-fetched, and they knew that I needed to get to a hospital. Now, in that hospital was the worst experience of my life, which I'm going to talk about in depth at some point, that I haven't even really been able to face completely myself, I realized. But anyway, so yeah, that's all I wanted to say is thank goodness that I do. The people, I could have had some people around me who could have took advantage of that, or either could have even not gave a darn, but they got me the care that I needed. So I appreciate them for that.
And then said, that's a good thing that you're willing to talk about it and be open and honest, because it helps others.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I decided to come out publicly about it, because that's something that one of my counselors were always saying, that I'm a spoken word artist, a hip hop artist, that I share my words and my feelings all the time, that I never really publicly talked about it. I said I was embarrassed. That's the best word. Shame. Yeah, shame.
And that's the stigma that comes behind that. And so, yeah, people talking about it, people bringing it to the forefront, and even saying Gucci Mane coming forward saying that that's the struggle that he has. That stuff like that is important for you to be able to see that this is how it looks like. It can happen to somebody that's this here. So,
man, all right, we got to stop the live. No. Are we rubbing on me? You can't rub on me like that in front of people. God, dog. You're gonna make my coochie wet. Be careful. Please be careful.
Why,
anyway,
Lord?
So speaking of which, Pompey taught us, make sure you teach Bailey how to be kind and stop him from being nice. That's a whole other conversation.
Come on, Pompey. Pompey.
Do you know what he means?
Did you do too much?
No, that's not what he means. That's not what he means exactly. Him and I go back and forth about the difference between kindness and being nice. But that's the whole. You can be kind, but and a lot of people who proclaim to be nice guys aren't really nice guys. I'm not I'm such a nice guy. Why can't I blah blah blah? Like dudes be like, hey, I'm a nice guy. Yeah, I'm not like that. But me and I told Pompey, people always say nice guys finish last. So I said I don't believe in that kind of stuff, and that we went back and forth of just defining the different words in the dictionary. But anyway, that's a whole long discussion him and I had. We had some long discussions. Then he gonna say touching boobies isn't nice, Tamel.
Exactly.
It's not.
Thanks.
It's not.
Can you pass my Stanley? Thank you.
Why do you need a Stanley? Here you go.
I appreciate
Keep your hands occupied. All right. Drizzy, hold on. Drizzy said, hold on, hey, wrong one. Where we at? I lost the comment. Lord, hold on. What's up, Alan Poe? What's good? All right.
Alan Poe.
I'm trying to find this comment. Hold on. Drizzy said, BS. Yes, it is. And Pompey talking about some not on the first date. That was not our first date. It wasn't even a date per se. It was our first date.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you about how Smell used to have me back in.
Oh, no. So I'm the problem.
You're the problem.
Okay. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that.
She.
All right. That's what a helpmate is supposed to do. I'm pretty sure he was talking about the mental health stuff.
That's it.
And Gucci
That's
Mane.
right.
Oh, we know he complicated. Yeah, Pompey know.
I'm glad somebody knows because this is like such boring information. You on a date? No, I'm not on a date. This is my almost boyfriend. Boyfriend.
Oh,
he's amazing. Hey, Miss Ruby.
What did you call me?
Nothing.
Look at what Pompey said.
But it says Pompey. No, it says a less complicated person.
Oh, he still thought you gotta wait to date number 2. Really?
You don't get about it.
How did Andre 3000 say it? If she want to give it up on the first date, I don't see nothing wrong with that. This means she know what she want out of life. Something like that he said.
This man younger than me. Somebody said I got old man.
Yeah.
She's younger than me.
She robbing the cradle.
He just got gray.
She is robbing the cradle.
Oh.
Look, I sent you that thing I did for that church where I was playing that guy's father and he 2 years older than me and I was playing his daddy in the little acting role I did. People always think I'm older than what I am. You probably thought I was older when you first met me, didn't you? Well, no, we first met on the date nap, so you see my age.
Nice guys finish
exactly where they're supposed to. Good guys finish where they need to. See now Drizzy talk about nice versus good. Pompey talk about nice versus kind. Look, that's a whole discussion there. All right. But yeah, what was I about to say?
Oh, okay.
We're gonna end this thing. I said I was gonna say we're gonna end it in about a half hour. Just letting people know.
So we got like 28 minutes. Y'all hang in here with us.
I actually wanted to talk about some of my Facebook posts that people get divided on. And a lot of people know about my talking with Tamel hashtag.
But I try to stay off. When I say I try to stay off, I told him don't. I told him not to look for too much interaction from me on these posts because I know these are hot button topics and they're like the Russia. He likes to ruffle people's feathers.
No, it gets people talking.
No, he likes to ruffle their
to
feathers.
have hard discussions. Okay, that's the point.
No. Because he had one that said something about get the man out of his feminine energy.
Oh, yeah. Let me find that one. That's the one. That's the one. Hold on.
Feminine
Here we go. No, but you know where it comes from, yo. Yeah, we got to talk about this. Yeah, we're going to spend the last half hour on this.
He likes to ruffle feathers.
All right. This is the post that I made. To release his, I can't even say it without laughing because it's so ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
But the opposite is ridiculous too. That's the
point.
Yes,
it's not. Go.
Anyway,
go.
You got to read it. I'm gonna keep laughing. I can't read it.
So the post says to release his masculine energy, you gotta take you gotta take away his feminine responsibilities.
Now, hold on. I should applaud that. I should cut that up. So people comment and talk about, well, what are feminine responsibilities?
That was my question. What are the feminine responsibilities?
People who asking that question don't get the point of the post, which is somebody gonna tell me. You tell me what the point is, because you know.
Well, I know what the point of the post is, because women say that they have been put into their masculine energy, so take away their masculine responsibility
in order to do what?
For them to be feminine.
The crock of bullshit. Oh, I cussed. I gotta stop.
See what I'm saying? You getting cooked off.
No, but I feel like that's such garbage. Either it's like either it's in you or it's not.
But that's not true, because I can say this for me. Like I told y'all, I lost my husband. I lost my husband 6 years ago, almost 7 years now. And so before I lost my husband, it was like, life was normal. Like I was with my husband since I was 16 years old. So we just lived life. Like he had his things he did. I had my things I did. We never thought about, like I said, he cooked. He was the cook of the family. I didn't cook much. We never thought about that being feminine or masculine. And we just we did a family thing. We raised our family together. And so then when he passed away, everything became mine. Then I understood the weight that my husband holds as a protector, a provider. now I have both hats. So it is a different type of strength you have to have when you're operating in, like, I'm operating as a protector, provider. Um, I'm a mom. I'm everything. And so life was meant for you to have that balance, like a male and a female balance. So the balance is all so in order for me to dwell in the energy that even makes me want to reduce that to any man, first of all, he has to prove to me that he can handle the weight. Cause it's heavy over here.
Yes, it is.
And so at the end of the day, if you so my and I can do it. I can do it by myself. Like that's what I can do bad all by myself. I can do it by myself. I don't want to. I don't want to do it by myself, but I've had to. I was put in this situation, and God, and we talked about the scripture that God does not allow you to be tempted above that which you're able to bear, and I believe that wholeheartedly. So the things that I've been given, I can handle, but in all actuality, if a male is going to come into my life and then say, "Oh well," because I've had that a lot of times, like guys don't want to date me, don't want to come into my life because I have a brand new house. I have brand new car. I have a brand new car. Well, I had a brand new car and totaled my car. Lord. But anyway, but I can afford my life and they feel like I don't need them. Because they feel like I can do it all by myself. I don't want to.
Straying away from the point.
But that's
But
the point.
I feel everything you're saying, but
Oh boy, here we go.
what's
the deal?
Go to these comments. Wait, what? Dang, hold on. I keep skipping comments. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Let me go back up. Sorry, Ponte, I'm coming back. All right. He didn't lie at all about that post. It ain't complicated. Yes, it is. I agree with Bailey on this one. Y'all ridiculous for saying that BS. Let's be equal. Let's be fair. Let's make sense. That part, what's good for the goose ain't always good for the gander. It's about two people involved. That's what I say. I don't know what you meant by it all. Facts over feelings. What else we got? Then what was your weight? He was talking about. I think he was talking about it's heavy or something. What you saying? It's heavy to hold.
That
Or something
it's heavy
that?
over here.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what he said. That's the answer to your question. You know how weight, but what were you doing for him that was heavy? You know your weight, I guess he means. But what were you doing for him that was heavy? Interesting. His weight. Okay, he said that's the answer to your question. You know his weight, but what were you doing for him that was heavy?
So if it would have been reversed, if I would have passed away, he would have lived. But I mean, I was there for I was like, if he had to work, I mean, it was a balance. Again, if I had to work, he would be there. If he had to work, I would be there. Like, we did stuff with our children, for our children. We did, like, we have 3 daughters. We just had a big life. We had a house, a car, but I mean, it's just a big life. So, of course, there's that balance there. But again, my energy is looked at, I think it's like about society, like how society views us women who have to be strong. And not often are we're not strong because we want to be. Most women are not strong because they want to go out here with a badge and say, "Oh, the women who independent." Like that's not
that song got y'all messed up.
But that's the thing. That's not the whole story. See, this is the thing. We celebrate the fact that we can be independent because it's not that I don't want to be this way. I did not sign up to be this way, but I have adjusted and adapted. I've had to pivot and be something that I didn't sign up to be. When I said to death do us part, I really meant that, and it happened. I didn't know it would happen that early. He was only 41 years old. I didn't know it would happen that early. So it happened. So I had to, you got to be able to pivot. But that is looked at. And so because I'm celebrating, oh, I'm independent. Oh, I got my own house. I got my own car. Yes, I should be able to celebrate that and not it be looked at as like, oh, you don't need no man for that thing. Oh, I need a man. I want one.
Listen, my thing is that's called being an adult. That is called being grown. That is called taking care of your. That's not masculine or feminine. That's my main point in all of this. That none of that is masculine or feminine. It is what it is. It's called being an adult. Like, and doing what you have to do. It's always a choice, first of all.
But I'm gonna tell you this, as a single woman, like wholeheartedly, like this is something that I have felt like since I've been single. Like I feel unprotected. Like as a woman, I want to feel like the protection of a man. I want to feel like if it's like dudes be coming at you crazy. I don't know if you've experienced that before. Like dudes all in your inbox saying crazy stuff, and like they feel like they can say things to you out in public because you're uncovered. And so no matter like how you dress, no matter how you carry yourself, like there is some jackass somewhere who just want to say something weird, who want to be in your inbox in a weird way, who want to approach you because they see you smiling, because they think they see you happy, they see you at peace, and they want to be a part of that. And so for me, I think that's probably the biggest thing that I feel like that my husband provided. Like I've met guys who knew my husband who came in and said, "Oh, I knew him. He was a good guy." Da da da. Da, chatting with me. I'm thinking he chatting with me from an angle of, let me know if you need help. No, he let me know if you need something. Like they want something. They want me. They want this. They want the physical part of me. And I'm just like, what in the world? Like it's like this. There was this cover lifted off that I was fine until he died and the floodgates opened up. So there is a masculine energy that men bring, and as a woman, we have to kind of. And it look weird, and people often take it as mean. And you were saying that you speak to these people, and they don't, because they won't take no for an answer. Like it's
what
like
talking about?
You always say, but you giving them hope.
Yes. Yes.
But just not saying hey or smiling.
No, you got to be mean.
And that's what I'm saying. So if you're not mean, it's like
and even if you are mean, still. It's a thing. It's a thing. I hear what you're talking about, but again, yes, it's different when you have to do all of that. It's like, and I get how you're saying it's not a choice. But I still say it's always a choice because you could just not. You could just not. Period. You would be in a bad place, but you could always not. Don't ever take the credit away from yourself for making that choice every day and doing what you feel you have to do. It's always a choice. I always say that. I just had to say that. But yeah, it's kind of like with that whole post, people were also saying, hold on, I meant to go back to it. Hold on, wait, pause for a second. Let me go back to what this comment was saying. Protect it. Oh, Pompey said you're not answering the question. When he was talking about the weight, he said, "What were you doing for him that was heavy for you to do?" That's what he said.
Well, I didn't say anything was heavy for me to do. I'm saying when you're in a relationship, the dynamic you both it like
that's what I just said.
The weight is balanced. Like he working, I'm working, he paying bills, I'm paying bills, we raising the kids. He might go to stuff that I don't go to, and I go to stuff that he don't go to because we have to work or whatever. We miss things, but there's always representation, like for our girls. But I don't have that luxury now. So all I'm saying is, without him, it's heavy. Because I gotta show up. Like they got one parent now. I gotta show up for everything. I gotta be present and also provide. Also, make sure we got a roof over our head, make sure they eat, make sure, we got food, we got everything. Like it all of it is on me. That's what I'm saying that is heavy. If you've never had to do it by yourself, I can't, I can't really make it make sense for you. Or if you've always had to do it for yourself, it might not make sense to you either. But if you've been in a relationship and you've raised children and you've had a life together, then you will understand like the weight of that. Like if that one person was taken away, it's just like if you say you lose a leg, there is like you might not appreciate your left leg or your right hand. I'm right-handed. So I never forget something happened to my left hand. And and I couldn't use my left hand anymore. I got carpal tunnel in it, and so I had to wear a brace. So I wasn't using my left hand. I realized all the stuff that I did with my left hand that I was thinking I was gonna be fine because I'm right-handed. So that's my predominant hand. My dominant hand, I should say. That's my hand I use all the time. So I was thinking I was gonna be fine without my left hand. But when I lost the activity of my left hand, when they said I need to keep that still until it healed, I realized all the things I did with my left hand. So if you've never experienced it, I'm only saying that to say, if you've never had that experience before, I wouldn't wish it on nobody in life. And I've learned to balance it. I've healed in that area and made my life make sense. But if you come into my life, then it might not make sense to you. Because again, because to men, I feel like they feel like this masculinity, like I don't need them. But I do. I just got stuff to do. I'm on the go. I got like when man, I tell you, I'll work 40 hours on one job and work 40 hours on the next one. Cause I got stuff to do. Like I'm not gonna sit around and wait to be saved. If you didn't have a man, you still have to work, pay bills, have a car, etc., etc. Those things aren't masculine or feminine. They're being
That's
adult.
literally what I just said.
What you are doing,
what are you doing that's a compliment to his energy? That's his question.
Oh. Well, it feels like if you don't feel this way, then you've never had the energy and to have it taken away. So I can't really, I don't know how to articulate that to help people to understand it. But it is different. Like,
I think that's a legitimate question though. Like what he's saying, what are you doing that's a compliment to his energy? The things you're talking about are just being an adult. So what, I hate to use the word, what do you bring to the table? People hate that phrase.
But I really think people that say that they never had a table. So it's like sad. I really feel bad, like that you've never had the experience. And again, it's like nobody wants this. Y'all come at us crazy too. It just
looks different.
I mean, of course. That's a tell us all the time.
What do you call us? Gay for doing anything that doesn't benefit them. We not protected either. Uh-oh.
Aw. Sorry that women call y'all gay, because I've never called them.
This is true. Everything is sassy. Anybody ever called me sassy?
I've never called anybody sassy, and Tamil says it's very...
Again, this is the question that they both asking. Without you, what would have been heavy for him? I think you sort of answered that.
But that's so crazy. That because again, if you've never had the dynamic, Pompey, if you've never had the luxury, I feel like it was to live with someone, build a life together, and then have that luxury taken away, then you won't ever feel the weight. Like you, and it's okay. It's okay. It's just about perspective. It's like in certain things you have to go through.
You didn't answer the question though.
What do you mean?
He said, without you, what would have been heavy for him? Just if the shoe was on the other foot. Imagine what?
So
what is
him raising 3 daughters, house, like doing all the things that I did again because we balanced out the roles. Him going to having to go everything instead of being able to. Sometimes he wouldn't go because I handled those things, or sometimes he wouldn't do certain things because I was doing it. So that it was like we had a balance. But if I was gone, the balance would be gone. Does that?
I understand you. If they are the same things and they aren't masculine responsibilities, which makes the statement nonsense, which is Bailey's point. LOL. Exactly. That's what you keep putting this on us. The fact that you can't articulate what you do, but can articulate what he does is the point. Come on, Pompey. Well, what you saying, sir? I don't know about you, Pompey.
But again,
I mean, because you talked about being protected, the protection of a man.
Right.
That's something you talked about. That's something you talked about that he was providing protection, and you talked about doing things for the household together. sharing that load of with the kids' responsibility, sharing that load. I guess the question is exclusively, what did you do that couldn't have been done, that wasn't done by him, or couldn't have been done by him? I guess that's more the way to take the question.
But as a woman, first of all,
like if he's protecting you, like you're not protecting him. So what are you
but
doing?
you do. As a woman, you do. There are ways that we also, because as a woman, we were made to be a help to a man, right? That's what we were created for. So as a woman, whatever his visions and dreams were, I'm the person that's gonna come alongside. If whatever it was, I never forget, he started a trucking business. My husband had 2, 3 businesses, something like that, 2 businesses.
And he was trucking too.
Yeah, so he had a logistics business. He bought a brand new truck and trailer, and I was the first one. I'm here. My mama helped. I helped. I emptied my 401k to make sure that he had what he needed. So whatever vision he had for our family, it was like, so I'm here. Wherever he needed help, I'm there. As a woman, like that is the most, as a man, first of all, I don't think men really value that enough, or I just don't think that they've experienced it to understand the value of it. To have a woman, like if you say this is where we're headed, for that woman to then come beside you and say, okay, I got your back. Wherever you say we're going, I got you. And so I'm that type of person. Like whatever and that's what I want to be. That's my desire. And so if I can come alongside my man and make sure whatever he got, if he got hot dogs, but we need pork and beans, like I'm going to get the pork and beans or the hot dogs. So I'm just saying as a one, like I just don't think that men maybe have those. A lot of men don't have those experiences to really understand how valuable it is to have somebody who's willing to submit and allow you to lead them and guide them, not, physically, financially, spiritually, like where you go, I go. Like, and that's my heart. That's why it is important for me to do all of this groundwork that we're doing, because I want to make sure that you gonna protect me and I can follow you.
Perfect. Come on.
I bet you need a hug.
That's the name of Drake's song. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. He said you need a hug. Perfect. What did Drizzy say? He with the thinking face. Is doing that for a man a heavy task?
He's doing what for me?
What you just said.
Being a help? I mean, that's not what they were created to do.
No. She said is doing that, like what you said you done for him. Was that heavy for you to do? That's what he said. Your role in the situation.
Oh, of course. I don't know if you ever emptied out your 401k before, but that was heavy. Okay. Yeah.
Read that.
But guys be having guys that support them the way they need to be supported. What? But guys be having guys that support them the way they need to. Many of y'all friends do it?
I think that's sort of what he's trying to say, that you don't need a woman. It's different.
Good.
It's different.
That's great.
It's different.
I mean, if that's what y'all, I ain't here to judge nobody. If your friends give you the same thing that you can get from a woman, I am not that girl to judge.
Who are me to judge?
Who are me to judge? But before we end this live, I do just want to give a shout out to Bailey, also, but Biggs. I want to give a shout out to Biggs, because he's doing this on his mother's birthday, and so his mom passed away a few years back. Yeah. So his mom passed away a few years back, and today would have been her birthday. Well, I guess it is. It really is her birthday. So this is the day that he wanted. This is what he wanted to do to celebrate his mom. his mom's passing, and I'm just proud of him for persevering because he's a mama's boy.
Definitely, and proud of it.
Right, and it shows. But
what is that supposed to be?
it shows that he a mama's boy, and that's all. I'm grateful. I'm grateful because she raised an amazing, strong, aggravating. I mean, kind-hearted. I just never met anybody with a heart as, as like who is just it's normal for him to be kind. Like he just like I don't know what would make him just be mean to somebody. I don't know. I'm probably trying to press that button one day. We'll see. I'll keep y'all updated. But
you know what?
But yeah, so thank you so much, my favorite thing. Happy birthday to Miss Johnny Mae, because we appreciate her. We celebrate her life and her sacrifice to raise such an amazing. Like, he didn't get like this size, in the last 3 years. So Miss Johnny Mae she poured into him literally, figuratively. So we just wanted to shout her out. Definitely a good dude. Thanks, Pompey. He is definitely a good dude.
Y'all can't get on the internet telling lies now, spreading false gossip
Kanye
about
West
people.
Internet.
I know Abraham Lincoln's internet spreading false information about me now. All right, but no, I thank you for that. On that note, well, we rehearsed and talked about all kind of sign-off messages and different slogans, and I don't know what we landed on, but this conversation just kind of flowed. Like she said, I was trying to make plans, and she was kind of like, "Well, I'm like, we got to make a plan." We had a loose plan, but I think it turned out very well. What do you think?
For our initial,
we popped the cherry.
See what I'm saying? You can't never just be regular.
That's
now your lips shiny. That's so funny. But yeah, it's definitely. I'm glad we had you guys hanging in here with us. Thank you guys for talking, for chatting and interacting, because that always makes it fun. Biggs he was fussing about us doing it for an hour and a half. I thought an hour and a half would be the best way to do it. Also, he's fussing at me about doing it weekly. We're going to do it weekly, guys.
Look,
I'm going to put that
I told
out there.
You I can't commit to that. We may not be able to be together all the time.
We're committed to weekly. We're committed to weekly, and that's okay. Thanks, Cherie. Cherie says, great podcast, guys. Love your topic, your chemistry together. I'm on my way out. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
And thank you everybody for who has tuned in with us. We got 5 people on with us right now on the various streaming platforms. We got a couple on TikTok. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we look forward. Hope y'all look forward to much more from us. We're trying to make this BiggSmiles. We're going to make this a big brand, and we're going to be doing a lot with it together as we grow, as we learn, and as we go on the journey to being healthy, happy, and whole, as she loves to say. And I just want to say, anybody who's going to watch this replay, we thank you for tuning in as well. Leave your comments. We're going to go back and review the comments. And yeah, any last words you got to say? And thank you so much for your kind words. I want to just take a quick second to say, it's a lot of things about a lot of women that I've experienced in my life. I've dated quite a few people. That's part of her thing. But there has never been anybody that I've been with like Miss Sarah here. And the quickest way I can say it, she just speaks to something in me that no woman ever has in my life. It's like I can't put my finger on it. I don't know how she do it. It's like hocus pocus or something. I don't know what it is, but she just inspires me. She motivates me by her actions, her words, her spirit. Her religion. I'm moved by the way that God moves her and God in her life. So everything she does in her life and the things that she pours into me makes me want to be a better me. And We're gonna take y'all along that journey of both of us growing together. And I'll let her have the last word.
That's it. Growing together. I love it. I'm excited about the journey. Please make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms. We're big with 2Gs, BiggSmiles on Facebook.
It's a YouTube page out there.
There's a YouTube page out. There's a BiggSmiles YouTube page out there as well. So follow us. We have our individual stuff already. My biggest platform right now is my TikTok platform. Hey y'all. And my TikTok is Sarah Smiles 99. I also go by Sarah Smiles on Facebook as well. That has been the one thing. Like, I've changed my last names a few times. I feel like I've had a few different last names at this point in life, but nothing can change this smile. So
yep, and that last name gonna have to change soon too.
I am great.
Sarah Bailey, that has a nice name too.
I am grateful for the journey. I'm grateful to be on this journey with the big guys. Definitely an amazing time. So, and I've met so many amazing people along the way because he knows somebody, everybody, everywhere. He knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
Okay.
Lord, everywhere we go. But anyway, so I'm just grateful to be on the journey with him. But he is definitely a great guy. So. And worth the journey. So we'll be back on next Sunday evening as well. We'll keep you guys up to date with everything that's going on with the brand and in life. And our, we'll get to introduce y'all to our child that we have together. We are co-parenting. Her name is Skylar Rain. We're co-parenting collie mix together. She mixes something, but we'll definitely keep you on the journey. And thank you guys again for our inaugural show. So when we blow up, we're going to shout. Y'all going to be the people that we shout out because y'all hung in here for an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you guys. I always tell people, I wish you nothing but love and light. That's my favorite. That's my thing.
Her thing. Love
that's
and light.
My thing. I've always spread love and light. I believe that we should do that because this is a dark, dark world.
Yeah.
And people need positivity. They need encouragement. They need motivation.
You definitely do all of that, and it's much appreciated. And that's one thing we talk about how much alike we are in that aspect. How bubbly and energetic and just fun and just crazy sense of humor and just spreading love and light, as she said. And when she threw her sign off, I guess I have to do mine. We got to come up with one.
Yeah, we were.
This is my thing. Never quit on your dreams. Everybody say it's never too late.
It's never too late
for me to be great.
For me to be great.
I will never quit on my dream.
I will never quit on my dream.
Thank you. Good night. We got you end the show that way, and I'm in the show this way. Love you lots.
And y'all comment, give us some feedback. What you like to see? Drop some topics. Yeah. We're excited. Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let me find it one time. Let me find the applause. There we go. All right, we out.
Bye, TikTok. Love y'all.
Get me off of here. Get everything. I hope that we're still alive. Get this time off of here. All right.